YouTube.
Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last time we left off, we did a actually pretty quick investigation. So we're going to be getting into the trial. The last day, I think it's day 3. So yeah, we got everything we need. So we're going to go ahead and get started here.
I think that it's either the director or the producer, but it seems like it's leaning more towards her.
She was being pretty aggressive last time, getting close to the truth.
Yeah, it's probably her.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Bowers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement.
In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear.
Very well.
Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. That was a pun.
You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls Mr. D. Vasquez to the stand. D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day.
Just let the smoke inside.
Trust me, crazier stuff happened. Will the witness state her name and occupation? Oh, hey, nah, you can't do that here.
D. Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios.
Good. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer of Studio 2, correct?
As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here.
Ooh, even he's getting sassed.
Very well, Mr. Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay.
Right. She's guilty. I'll catch her with her pants down. So to speak, yeah, I bet you like that, Phoenix.
No, I won't.
I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at noon sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all.
I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you.
The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had them take me in that.
Fatigued? You were that tired?
She just didn't want to walk.
From the studio, what? From the thing that she's lazy.
Yeah. I thought it might be risky to walk. With what? That monkey's head toppling over.
Okay.
I see.
Risky. When the monkey's head top over there, I guess. I don't know.
They said it was storming. And that's what caused the monkey's head to fall in the first place.
Kind of inconsistent. I don't know. If the monkey's head knocked over, they would have blocked the path. So I don't know.
Unless there's a path around.
Anyway, yeah, let's get it.
Your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it.
Let's see. All right.
Press everything.
I entered the trailer a little before noon. By yourself?
Yes.
And you didn't stop at the employee area?
No.
Are you always this terse?
Yes.
Oh dear. Meeting began at 12, ended at 4. Did no one leave during the meeting?
No one.
Come on, let's talk a little bit more about that. Witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony.
The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Wow.
And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears.
Oof. Dang. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. When exactly was that?
I've forgotten.
Maybe you could try remembering?
No.
The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it would have been between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. Okay, so let's see. I don't know, I got it zoning out. What exactly is happening? I don't know.
He's talking about what she was doing that day at the studio.
I entered the trailer before noon. Meeting began at 12 and ended at 4. What did he say? What did I just ask? I was not.
You asked anyone leave the trailer in between that time, and she said no.
Right. What are this 5 things?
She said that was the rehearsals they were going to go to. They're going to rehearse the Steel Samurai show at 5. But they all went to Studio 1, and that's when they found Hammer dead.
There's to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to studio. Did I press this already?
Yep.
I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Okay. Hold on! You had Sal take you. What does that mean?
It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van.
Oh, hey, what are you thinking, bro? Okay, at 2:30 we took a 15-minute break and I think that's what he said too, right?
Yeah, they both did.
And what were you doing during that time?
Don't hit your desk. It irritates me.
Yeah, Mr. Wright, as you do the same thing. Oops.
It was a 15 minutes break.
It's funny. So childish. Okay, 15-minute break. What did she say she can't remember? She's like, I've forgotten.
The time of the rehearsal.
Oh, okay.
And then Edgeworth said it was at 5.
Okay, so Sal and I ate T-bone steak in front of the trailer. Do you have someone who can verify this?
Sal?
No, I mean someone else.
One person is enough.
She committed murder during that break. She wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak.
Well, Nick, find anything?
I guess that's what I gotta present. I kind of wish she had said a little more.
It's hard. I mean, she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said. Somewhere.
Oh, okay, that was it. All right, let's see the evidence. I don't think we need any of this. Lock the scene, 215.
I guess the only thing you present is the van, unless he said in his own testimony days ago that they walked, and now she's saying that he drove. That's really it.
Ha! As I thought. Okay, yeah.
She didn't eat it. Or she ate half of it.
You claim you ate a T-bone steak, but I say you did not.
What's this now, Mr. White?
Look at this.
It's a plate.
This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Ryan, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Ms. Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer.
Oh, there was no bone? Oh, something that subtle.
Oh, yet there were no bones left on the plates. That's true, actually.
Yeah, that's true.
That's good. That's a good point, actually. The plates were bare. Her face. Ms. Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone.
Well, she's that kind of person.
You ate a boneless steak.
She didn't eat it.
You didn't eat it. You ate the bone too.
Nick, are you sure? I mean, I love steak, but I don't even eat the bone.
Hey, I don't eat it either.
Mr. White, I too leave the bone.
Can I try that again? I just
It's funny.
Just had to. Okay. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like the incinerator.
Oh yeah, there is an incinerator there.
I see. I forgot about that too. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break?
Let's see.
Isn't it obvious, Your Honor?
Meeting the Steel Samurai.
Picking on salmonella.
Both.
Can both be true?
Both are probably true.
She was meeting with the Steel Samurai.
Order. Are you saying?
Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. Okay, so this is probably Jack Hammer then, right?
Yeah, in the outfit.
This would make sense now. And then you did it. You killed them with your own hands.
Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous?
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright?
Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it.
Yes.
Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I.
Any day, Vasquez.
Good luck, Nick.
Vas, quit after this.
Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear.
This ain't even a testimony. Yes?
I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon?
How could you have used it as a... I think you could. You couldn't, could you?
I mean, we saw she has her boys, so one of them probably could have done it.
At least I can't say I don't know. You couldn't, could you? Let me look at the spear. It was taped, right?
Yeah, it was repaired.
Breaking the shaft has been mended. You know what? I think she probably...
It's a prop, so...
So interesting. You know,
she could have just used the end.
She could have just like ripped off the end and then killed him the same way like Bro did 5 years ago. Put it on the thingy and I don't know, pushed him into it.
Could have pushed him on it. You didn't really have to stab him. It's either you could or you couldn't.
I'm gonna say
save.
It's not impossible. Well, maybe it's not impossible, but...
Silence.
Dang.
I'm speaking. The victim was stabbed through the chest from the front, yes?
From the front, okay.
I believe this would indicate that the victim was aware of the killer's presence. Now, the Steel Samurai's costume is quite light and mobile. Compared to the victim, I am weaker and slower. I couldn't possibly win such a fight. Not to mention, there is proof I did not have the spear. The photograph of the Steel Samurai shows that the victim himself was holding it. Or do you mean to suggest that I could have wrestled it away from him?
Yeah, take that, right? If you still think she did it, show us proof. He bluffed.
Hey, Nick. Look at the data we have on the samurai spear in the court record. Isn't there something that gets to you?
Something odd about the the samurai spear? Wait!
Something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Sorry, Your Honor. I'd like to take back my previous claim. Okay. Dang it. You're taking back your claim. Let's backtrack for a moment. Dang it, I got penalized.
You can always reload.
The Steel Samurai was not the murder weapon. Okay, I was expecting to get back into the selection, so I was expecting to get to the selection, so I was skipping through the text, but
What?
So I still get penalized though? Okay, whatever.
What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body.
Oh yeah, it wasn't bloody.
I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the Steel Samurai was not used as a murder weapon.
Oh yeah, and it's broken. Wasn't it broken off in him?
Take that! I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon.
A, it's clean, and B, it would have broke off.
But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed it. Old bag, right?
Yeah.
It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who was wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? You got a point.
Yeah, it would break. I mean, it's already half broken.
Order! Order!
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're...
Silence!
Edward's just gonna get up and knock you out one day.
I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane?
Are you... Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was me.
Are you even aware of what you're saying? I thought it was you too. If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was.
Please tell me you have the evidence.
That fence? How was Hammer killed? The same way that guy was killed.
We don't have the fence's evidence, though.
You just present that picture of that guy getting impaled.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer?
I can tell you.
I mean, you can't say no. I don't think no is an option. It's the same shape. She could just push them. Or somebody could have tripped him.
Well, I got no choice.
You can't say I can't, so...
I have no choice. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was?
I'm afraid your confidence sometimes can be unfounded, Mr. Wright.
Dang.
Spare, let's see if it's a murder weapon.
The fence.
I don't know what else it could be.
There's nothing else on there that can kill, so...
Look at this photo.
What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended.
No, it won't. Stop lying.
Mr. Wright, what is all this about?
This photo is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked outside, to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced through him through the chest? What? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago?
Happened again.
Happened again.
Ugh!
Mr. Wright, continue.
It's 2:30 on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets a jackhammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Hammer did himself 5 years ago. Though whether she did it by on purpose or accident, I cannot say.
Ugh!
In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it?
Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you in my script writing stuff.
You deny what I said is true?
Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned it to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break?
Maybe Manella helped you.
Yeah, we got the car. How could I have disposed of the body? The van?
The van. The break-in and landing of the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume?
Yeah.
There wasn't enough time. Agreed. It is true.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body?
The only thing I could think of is she used the van. She had another way.
Yeah, she drove another way.
What if she had another way to carry the body other than with her own hands?
For instance?
Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body.
Ugh, interesting. Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show how she carried the...
Yeah.
The van. Oh, she said Salmonella drove her, so he knew.
Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it.
Ugh!
Recall your testimony.
There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. And there was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me.
You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. And don't forget it was Salmonella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Yeah, he had to have been, right?
Yeah, I mean, if she can't pick up the body, you need two people, so he probably knew. They said, we know.
He does
He
anything.
does anything she says.
Of course Salmonella has been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone.
Yeah, we know he loves her, so.
Interesting. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammers' blood.
Yeah, they said there's no blood in the evil magistrate costume.
Did they, wonder if, is it even in the truck? Well,
Yeah, they said they couldn't find it.
what they did with it? They probably burnt it in that small incinerator.
Oh, well, there you go, and that's where it's at.
Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue?
No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. Hump. I lose. You win. It was fun.
What? I win?
Now what?
So what happens next?
Huh?
Don't me? She's probably gonna be like, oh, well, you know, I did that, but I didn't kill him.
What would you like me to say?
I'm confused too. Huh? I lost? Something like that.
I just said that.
Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez? So it was you? You killed Jack Hammer?
Maybe she thought it was Will Powers in the suit. We'll see.
I'm confused. No, there's no way this would end that quickly.
Who can say?
Huh?
Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in the battle of wits.
Is she about to throw Sal under the bus?
Yeah, pretty much. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer.
Right?
But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright.
What? I mean, she's right.
Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Of course, it's as the witness says.
He just wants to win.
Certainly, it does seem like
Very
likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure?
Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving.
What do I do now? Did it testify again? No, have her testify again. That's what I would say.
Me too.
Hey, I'd like you to testify again.
Testify again?
Knowing when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again?
Come on, man.
You'd ask the same questions and get the same answers. A waste of time.
Oh, no. No! To come so far, only to fail. Mia, help me out.
As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Ms. Vasquez.
What?
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh.
I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor.
Say,
I didn't. The music, no.
dang, doesn't want to leave either.
I see. Very well.
Bruh,
He came up with one.
Your Honor. Okay. I request that the witness testify again. What?
The same thing. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness.
I just want to hear your testimony again.
Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor?
Nope.
I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Ms. Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about?
Yes, indeed. Verily I say, ergo, I want to hear about after they found the body.
That's a good question, actually.
After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Thanks, Edgeworth.
Nick! Why did Edgeworth...
Who knows? Who cares? This is our chance. You probably realize she did it too.
But... After all that...
Edgeworth. He's starting to have his redemption arc. Midway through the game.
Took him a while. I was with Sal and Oldback, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police. Then Powers showed up. The security lady Oldback was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. She didn't have it. We had to go ask Sal for it. And then I went home.
I see no issues raised by this testimony.
But I still get the cross-examine.
Okay, Nick, we're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now. If you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick.
Right. Got this. I was at Sal and Oldbag when we found the body. What time was that? Yeah.
We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal. So I'd say it was then.
When exactly did you and Mr. Manella arrive at the studio?
About 10 minutes before.
Interesting.
I wasn't stuffing bodies in the costumes, mind you.
Nah, press her. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio?
They weren't there yet.
Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help.
Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy.
Boy?
The witness will continue her testimony.
Assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct?
So he says.
Did no one go to call him?
Remember.
Remember what?
There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm.
You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Press, back up.
I guess you can if you want to. I would say the press.
Why not? Wait a second, wouldn't that be the other way around?
The other way around.
You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person?
I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez?
Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his Steel Samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at a location. No one noticed he was missing.
Poor Powers. I suppose that explains that, I guess. Very well, you may continue.
I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. What was everyone else doing at that time?
No one said a thing. It was silent. Completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence. Silence.
Hey, Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up.
Bearded Lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. Oldbag, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it?
She said because she saw him going towards the studio.
Right, the Steel Samurai. The detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word?
Perhaps not. She seemed to have also given that detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact.
That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera.
She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer.
Yep, that you're right. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. I asked to be left out of the proceedings.
Why? That's a fair question.
You asked to be left out?
Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned. And I'm really not fond of that sort of thing.
You could just do that? What?
She's rich.
What? You can't just decide who the police will and won't question.
Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting. There was no way we could be involved, thus they covered for us.
Covered for you? Or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes.
That's the only thing that's definitely not true. We had to get those for her.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. The script and your direction notes.
Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't to do have them stolen.
No, I guess not.
Yeah, press harder. We have to get them for her.
Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes?
Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything.
Why?
Oh, his leg. Oh, there was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that?
Oh yeah, I guess.
Very well, continue.
Huh? Your Honor. This is interesting. I have an objection to the witness's last statement.
Oh yeah, that she got her script notes.
Huh? Think. Ms. Vasquez says she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal.
Oh yeah, how would she know in advance that somebody already died?
Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know. She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One.
You had to know there wasn't gonna no rehearsal. All she knew is that she didn't even know that his leg was broken. Sprained or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She wasn't there.
Order! Stand to her! You just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change as an effect?
Maybe.
I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Ms. Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me.
So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this?
Kangaroo court!
No matter. I think you misunderstood me. had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal.
What? Sal told you? Very well. Witness will change your testimony to reflect this reason. Oh, the music.
I knew that Hammer was injured. Oh, it wasn't Hammer, it was Powers. And couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind.
Hammer.
Hammer wasn't injured, Powers was the one that was hurt. That's not
I still want to press it though. How did you know about the injury?
Yeah. How did I know? Sal. He told me.
Sal, the director.
You have to find something to peg this on her there. Or everything we've done till now will be wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him.
Okay, cool. Well, we already know. Yeah.
Probably the picture of the Steel Samurai dragging the leg. That's the only thing we got.
Yeah.
Yeah, Powers was injured.
You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers.
What?
We got her.
Mr. Wright, explain.
What is there to explain?
He's just tired. He's old.
Yes, no. Give my Edgeworth first. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo, but that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Pretending?
One person was injured in the run-through that morning, and that person was Powers, not Hammer. Well, I just got the joke. His name is Jack Hammer.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I just noticed that. Yeah, like the paper tool.
Now, why do you think Mr. Hammer was injured?
That's a good question. I already said it was Sal who told me.
But he was present.
He was there. He knows. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong.
I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known if it was Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person?
Unless he's trying to set her
Miss
up.
Vasquez. Manella wrong.
You saw Hammer limping.
Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella.
He knew he was Hammer in that
You saw
costume.
Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes.
Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured?
Yes, yeah, because he's pretending to be him.
Yeah, he's pretending.
Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Oh.
And when was he doing this? Well, it would have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Powers was in the Steel Samurai suit. Mr. Hammer, yeah. That's why you were confused. That's why I'm confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning.
Girl, what you gonna do? Order! I will have order!
Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez.
Very well. I have a question for you.
Why are the real killers always so persistent?
Why in the world would I want Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing.
Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive?
You gotta say yes.
Let me see. I know we have this accident. It's a 5-year accident, right?
Yeah, that's the only thing we got is the accident.
Yep.
The only other thing we got is that we heard from the assistant that they wanted to stop doing kid shows.
Okay. I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. So that's it. Yeah, it's gotta be this. This is my proof.
This is the photo from before.
This photo reveals the motive in this murder.
Ugh.
I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez?
Hmm.
5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, this case currently up for the trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. And his guild weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change.
Humph.
Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star.
We are talking about motives here, yet you only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around.
Did he try to kill her? And
she just finessed him?
that would make a lot more sense.
That would make a lot of sense.
What motive would Miss Vasquez have?
Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine.
Mr. Wright, please explain Miss D. Vasquez's motive for murder.
Let's see.
I don't think she had a motive. I think it was self-defense or something.
I think he tried to finesse her and it just flopped. Honestly, we have nothing to... I think she just flopped.
She had no motive, Your Honor.
What's that now?
It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What?
What?
What? The way that they switch characters and the other person still speaking is so confusing.
Very confusing.
Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills.
Yeah, we got that.
Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool security lady thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way into the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of all those years. Oh.
You're right.
Uh-oh.
She's not smoking anymore.
She's about to pull out a new one.
I can see that. She just has tons stashed away.
So you did do it, didn't you?
It was in self-defense. She's calm now. Yes. I am guilty. It was me. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah, Miss Vasquez. What? What happened here? Manual fell from the trailer
Oh,
stairs.
who's talking?
Oh no, this is a random person. This is what happened 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
Manual! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm.
I'm guessing this is Hammer.
Yeah. No! How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No! Manual! No! That was someone she cared about. Congratulations, Mr. Wright.
Yep, we are at the end.
I lose again. Yeah, it was self-defense.
Self-defense. Why did you not just say that? You also go to jail for self-defense?
Probably not, but in this situation...
If this is Japanese court, maybe.
Uh-oh, where'd you go?
Mr. Edgar, where's Dave Vasquez?
In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm as collected as ever.
I see. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor. It appeared...
it appears you have brought yet another miracle.
Thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor.
He's gonna take the.
Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found is only natural, not a miracle.
Yes, you're right, you hater. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers,
Not guilty. Yay! It was self-defense.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
I don't know what to say, bub. Thank you so much.
I'm just glad you're okay.
Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. Bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think he tried to frame me for the murders
Oh yeah.
makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me?
I show some evidence. Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... I'm guessing it's the scrapbook.
Yeah, everyone liked him, and he had the fame that he didn't, that he lost.
It's because you were the Steel Samurai.
Because I was the Steel Samurai.
Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in kids' shows and a villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you.
I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him anytime.
I think you're missing the point.
Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over.
So am I. So am I.
Congratulations, WP.
Oh, thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and...
Oh yeah, he doesn't know. They canceled it.
Is something wrong?
No, of course not. Ah! Edgeworth.
Oh, he's here. Look,
He's
why is he so
angry.
mad? Say something, right?
He walked up.
I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really wanted to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers.
Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar! Right. I must say I hadn't expected to meet you here again after all these years.
Meet again?
However, in retrospect, it would have been better if we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. My crush. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty.
He's gonna lose his job.
Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. He's just coping hard.
Yeah, copium.
Mr. Wright, is that guy your friend?
What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals. Right, Nick?
For now, we are, I guess.
Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick. Tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth?
And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing the accident 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again.
The one inspired by Maya. That's funny.
Nick! This is it. The new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right?
I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they would seriously go through with it.
You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant.
Fine, I'll do it.
Isn't this great that WP gets to play the lead again? Wonder if they'll show his real face this time.
I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real world powers.
You look crazy. Homeless.
Oh, yeah. He looks tough.
Yay, that was the end of the trial. So that was interesting. Now the next the trial that and the one after that is going to be really interesting. This is the best part of the game in my opinion. So this is like I'm really excited for this. These next two trials are really good. Yeah, so I was kind of hoping. I don't remember anything. I'm gonna be honest. Like I played this game like what 2017. So that's a long time ago. So yeah, it was a while ago. I didn't even remember who the killer was or anything about this trial. I kind of pieced together some things from the second trial. The first one was kind of easy because I saw the anime, but fourth and the fifth one are the most memorable. So I'm excited for that. And then I don't know if you want to do the series in general, like the next game and then the game after that afterward. But yeah, they're all good. I'm telling you.
I'd be interested in doing the other games afterwards.
Yeah.
The only knowledge I know is that I had it as a kid, and as a kid, you don't really understand how to play more logic-based games like that. So I just got past the tutorial, and that was about it. So I don't have any prior knowledge about it.
Yeah, I will say this though: I don't know about the fourth trial, but the fifth trial is it takes a very long time to beat that. I'm gonna just say that it's gonna take a long time to beat that. So, yeah, settled up. But the next one's gonna be really good. Anything you want to say about the current trial though?
I'm interested to see what she'll actually be charged for, since it was in self-defense.
Yeah.
Of course, she'll be charged with something, but like what?
I mean, it's self-defense though. I feel like it should be a minor. I mean,
Self-defense and probably covering it up. She
Yeah.
moved the bodies. She tried to hide. She burned evidence. So
yeah, I mean that much, yeah. But I don't know. But I don't know. Kind of weird. Like I don't know. Somebody tried to kill me. I wouldn't try to why did she try to cover it up and stuff? I don't get it.
I guess she didn't want to deal with it. I guess if she was honest and said all that, they might have gotten rid of her too.
I guess.
Just to have a clean slate, get rid of the whole thing.
Well, regardless, that's that. So, yeah. So next time we'll get into chapter 4. So, yeah. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you.